All right. Thanks for joining us this morning, making time in your busy schedules. We've got Coach Kyle Smith after the first road sweep of Oregon since 2009. We'll go around the room and take questions. Coach, did you want to give a quick summarization of the weekend?
No, obviously tremendous effort by our guys, just kind of gritty enough to get both those done on the road. Been playing well and getting back home and let's see if we can handle success. Cal beat us down there. It was a tough game. Like I think every one of their games has been one possession game, seems like. So expect nothing less this Thursday.
Coach, kind of uncharted territory for you guys, popping up in the bracketology and so on. How do you kind of keep not only the coaching staff but the players focused on the task at hand and not kind of listen to the outside noise and what people are saying about you guys?
I don't think you can. I think it's just part of it's just part of the. You got to address it. We talk about it all the time. I just gauge by how their behavior a little bit, and I think they've handled it well. We'll find out when we play. But it's neat. It's neat to be a part of it. That you're part of the conversation this late in the season. We played well at home, and hopefully we can. Our routine, staying routine has been important. Although this routine's a little different, a few more people that are pressers. But that's what I have to adjust to too, a little bit, and just a little extra scrutiny.
Early on in the season, Jaycen Wells' minutes were kind of here or there. I know that at first you were kind of unsure what his role was going to be. He was coming off an injury. You look at this last week, and he goes 10 to 12 from three. He's kind of just erupted into one of the best shooters, if not the best shooter in the pack. When you brought him in originally, did you foresee him being this good, this quick, or has he kind of exceeded your expectations in that realm?
I felt like I told you my frustration was I was just depressed that he's like that. I thought he was really good when I saw him get up to this summer. We felt good about what he produced, at that different level, late bloomer, but very productive in Division II. And then we saw him up here and just his approach to everything, his mindset, and how squared away is he a human being. I thought he'd be just kind of guy that's just going to get better and better. So, yeah, I'll probably exceed a little bit, but not completely shocked, and in some regards as well.
How's Ruben doing?
He's better. Hopefully, you can tell Ruben's a high emotional guy, very much high energy guy, and I got enough texts like, is Ruben okay? And I don't even know if they're you could tell he wasn't himself, and just nasty head cold with the sinus and stuff, and maybe possibly migraine stuff. So I think he's over it, and we'll have him that important piece.
At this point of the season, with all the success that you've already had, is there, do you think, going to be any more lineup experimentation or trying to get people going in different ways, or is this kind of the team as it'll be?
Yeah, that's game to game, a little bit style of play. We shrunk the rotation a little bit because Ruben was not feeling well against Oregon, but also that was just kind of the flow of the game. Somehow I didn't expect that to be a grimy half-court game on their court, but it was, and it's kind of it's in our favor at that point, it seemed like. So, Isaiah, Jabe are still shooting off the bench that, haven't gotten a long leash or long run there, but it's still a lot of season left. What do we got? 7+ conference tournament and hopefully postseason. So you don't know, and the best thing about Isaiah's been coming on and played well. His short, like I said, he didn't get the second half run, and Jabe's attitude and work ethic, and he's important to our team, and just knowing to be ready if needed. And that's a tough job for young guys to handle, but that could happen.
Meeting Callaghan on Thursday. It's a team that sort of had a hard loss earlier in the year. Is there going to be a different approach, or is it just sort of coming in, playing your way?
I thought, like we said after the game, and I wasn't that heartbroken. I mean, I was, because I didn't think we necessarily earned an opportunity to win. We play, we produce. Like, one of the things, concerned with the result, we're up 7 with 2 minutes, and there was a feeling even in our huddle like we might steal this one, and it looked like we had it done, and just disappointed that we didn't close it out, because sometimes you got to get those wins too. But they outcompeted us on the glass, and I think they won the turnover battle, and you could feel them their first half, like we were just not up to the task on there. They came out with a great energy and effort after they took a buzzer beater against UW. So testament, hat tip to their coach and staff and having them ready. I don't think they're going to change too much. I think they're really locked into who they're playing, and their high-end talent's very high-end. I think Tyson's an NBA player. I think Fardaws, who I've got a relationship with for 7 years. I recruited him at San Francisco a long time ago. And he's if he's not an NBA player, he's as good as it gets for college. So, and then those other guys, Cone and other guys feeling nice, So they're much improved. They got their 3 guys. I think they had 60 against us, and if we don't do a better job on them, it'll be hard to beat.
Seems like no matter who you play in the pack this year, it's just a knockdown, drag-out, close game at the end. But you guys have made the plays to come out with the wins at the end. Just what can you speak to why you guys are pretty good down the stretch and why you always seem to make the right plays and have the upper hand?
I think a couple guys I probably don't talk about enough are Jaylen and Andre. Just tough. They just really compete every night. They're taking on a lot of minutes. And they're kind of gritty, and I think that helps. And then, guy I've been talking. I think, like I said, the better Miles has gotten, the better we've been. And to have a quarterback that can close out a game is very, very vital to being really good. They're going to win close games, and I think he's had some hiccups, but he's also made more plays than not. And he has and Miles and Jaylen and Andre and Isaac, they have a belief that they can get it done. And once you do it, it's just it's like your expectation. Hey, you do it once, and you'll be like, okay, well, you'll relax or not handle success, and you might get popped. And kind of did against Cal, but like I said, they made plays more than that. I think we put ourselves in position to win, and we were, I thought they outplayed us, but they made plays. But we haven't really had that total letdown. I thought first 10 minutes at Oregon State, we turned it over and we're a little out of character, but it's hard to do, man, on the road. So been really proud of these guys and been playing the right way.
Speaking of Miles, he's kind of become a household name in this conference, if not around the country. Just what have you seen of him being able to be such a young kid and handle that success and not really waver or let it get to him?
He's a big, like I said, he has a big charisma. He's also a big relationship guy. And obviously we've been through a lot in his 2 previous years. And it's just the family. They're really wonderful people. And he seems to thrive when with the responsibility. Not everyone can, and you don't know. He wants it. He wants that responsibility. He's a big personality. And he has, like I said, he'll make some mistakes, but he can overcome them. And he can rebound, and you can coach him. There's been some moments where he didn't want to hear it from me, which I don't blame him. That happens, but I have to be firm and that Oregon State first half said, hey, you're not guarding well enough. We got to get back around. He had to play a great second half and got it in really big part of getting that done. So just hadn't had one that's improved this during the course of the season. It was in 31 years. It's just kind of gotten better and better. So hopefully he still does. If he doesn't, that's okay too. It's been a good ride up to now, but I think he's in a position where he feels pretty confident that he can really help.
You faced a number of teams twice already, but what are some of the big things when you face a team that has a little bit more film on you and you're facing for a second time here?
That's a great question. I just think both teams kind of this time of year, everyone kind of knows. Not only do you face each other, you watch them on TV, you watch them against someone else, and it's just who's going to be able to bring it again and deal with and make the adjustments from the first time. How we defended them, how they're going to defend us usually, and then how we're going to stop Tyson late in the game. Specifically about Cal, the guys, he really kind of took that thing, and Fardaws too. So they got like I said, they got a couple guys that can influence a game. When you have one guy that can really influence a game, it's pretty good. So that's kind of when you get head-to-head matchups, and this time of year is kind of when the stars kind of come out. The talent kind of separates a little bit, and guys get confident and have to do that. So that might be the second time around. You have to manage your best players.
Can you feel the excitement around this program, around campus, or not just at the games, but around campus too, and the extra talk you guys are getting, being in the mix in the tournament here?
It's been just really positive vibe, not too much, to be honest, like in a good way. And that might be me just trying to say we're going to stay in the same routine. But moving the press conference here, that got my attention. That was a little different than in Jim's office. So, it reminds you, we've had a couple programs or teams I've been around that have been in the situation that you get it. And maybe I'm also a little older too, and trying to keep the blinders on, trying to stay on task and know that there's still a lot left. Know that you stub your toe, you guys all leave us. I know you guys are gone, but no, it's sad. Our guys should enjoy it.
Klay Thompson was a high schooler the last time you guys made the tournament, which I don't have to remind you of. But I'm just wondering, like, do the guys get this or kind of understand the gravity of like, hey, it's been this long and it's important to this many people? I'm wondering, what the importance is.
They're crazy. They're talking about Final Fours. I was like, let's pray on getting to the tournament first. You can't do that without going there. So no, they're a little nuts in a good way. They're young. You don't know that, like, they don't have that sense of history. Like, they don't, even though they know Klay, and now they're starting to get like, Klay's these new crop recruits can know Klay as a post-injury Klay a little bit, not how the best two guard in the league, where the guys currently know him as that and some of their favorite players. So it goes quicker than you think on that stuff. But they're young. They want to kind of create their own history too.
When you look up and down the roster, I mean, you got guys that it seems like they've kind of skipped steps in their progression, their development. Whether it's Jaylen going from D2 to D1, Oscar going from JUCO. When you think about just like the way these guys have come along so quickly, what comes to mind, and like what do you think is most behind that?
Great question. Great staff. I think we all good cohesiveness with our staff and our players, our team. You got to work at it, but sometimes there's probably a little luck involved in getting the right mindsets, right guys that get along, understand. Just like Oscar, I'm kicking him in the butt always. You're better than you think you are, But it's nice that he's egoless. He'll do whatever it takes to win. That's nice to have. And like I said, Miles obviously he's got a big ego. It's okay. That's who he is. He's kind of the ringleader. He wants to do that. And Isaac's kind of that way too. Isaac's more like Oscar. He knows he's good, and he's a guy that takes a lot of his identity as being a good basketball, making a bucket. So they all kind of, and then like I said, Jaylen and Andre are just selfless, tough, hard-nosed guys that will do what it takes to win. And there's the guys that come off the bench same way too. So they're pretty unique, and hopefully we can preserve it. It's fragile. It's not. There's no guarantee you can always keep that. So we're going to enjoy it and try to sustain it.
Is it any coincidence that when Coach Shaw's not there, you guys allow 87, and then he's back? But when he's back, you guys allow 58, 56.
No, yes. I hate to say it, but yes, of course. And I was like, and it was more like, I think we were a little when he was out for the UW game. I think our scout, we were just so worried about. We got a little too worried about everything, and we were paralysis by analysis, and we didn't have our. And to be honest, he give him a lot of. I mean, like I said, he's my human cheat code there. His record speaks for itself, and as a head coach and assistant, so I give him a lot of responsibility. So not having there, it's an adjustment. I did make this comparison. This isn't going to be public, is it? No, I'm kidding. I told the team, I said, hey, Sixers are struggling without Embiid. I said, we lost Embiid, our defense, so we didn't have Embiid, so we got him back. We got Embiid back, and our D cranked up. So, no, it is. Our staff is dialed in. He's, like I said, he's our veteran. He's got a lot of experience. He's actually more games than me, and he's had a lot of success. So it is. I know, like I said, I wish we could have done it without him, so I don't have to hear it from everyone. But facts are facts.
All right. Thanks for your time. Good luck this week.
All right. Thank you.